Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan, 2023 edition. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. I really do hope that. I really do hope that. And hot dog, it's going to be a new year for Chelsea Football Club. Welcome back to Chelsea News, of course, the daily series here on the channel where I reflect on what's been said about Chelsea, giving you my opinion on it for whatever that's worth, but more importantly, as always, asking for yours. And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Chelsea Football Club, Todd Boehly, Clear Lake Capital, the whole new recruitment team, and indeed Graham Potter are making serious moves already in the transfer market. Of course, it's open. It's open today, the first day of the transfer market, and Chelsea have made 3 signings, and it looks like we're about to complete a 4th. We're going to talk about said signings today, of course, the first being David Datro Fofana. It's been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that Andre Santos is complete. And it's been confirmed this morning by David Ornstein, that Benoit Kabak is done. And by all accounts, Enzo Fernandez is about to be done. Praise the Lord, the revamp is happening. If you're feeling gassed and you're feeling good, drop a like on the video. It's a way of supporting the channel. You're welcome to subscribe, and should you choose to do so, you could hit that sweet, sweet bell. Oh yeah, where to start? We'll end on Enzo because that's the sort of big Galactico record-breaking signing. We don't need to talk about David Datro Fofana. Chelsea Football Club themselves have announced said signing of the Ivorian striker. He will arrive at Chelsea imminently, but the deal is done. So let's start off with the Brazilian midfielder Andre Santos. So, of course, transfer guru Fabrizio Romano confirming Chelsea have completed the signing of Andre Santos. The documents are signed and sealed. Why doesn't he say delivered? Just go full Stevie Wonder. I'm yours. All that kind of stuff. Both signed and sealed on both player and club side with Vasco. And he shows a picture of him and his family in London. Chelsea will pay 12.5 million euros fixed fee. So whatever that is, like 11 million pounds or something. Midfielder, very, very exciting. He's got Wonder Kid vibes. Of course, he's still a teenager, but he's very, very exciting. Chelsea have looked at him for a long, long time. When they were like scouting these Brazilian wonder kids, of course, everyone looking at and wanted Endrick. Eventually went to Real Madrid for like 72 million euros. Absolutely crazy money for a 16-year-old who won't play for them for 2 years, but I shan't change my tune. He is a prodigy. But similarly, this kid, Andre Santos, this midfielder, is really, really highly rated. He's really, similarly like David Datro Fofana, and understandably very excited for his move to Chelsea Football Club, and indeed what the project Chelsea represents at the moment. You know, this sort of like building this like mega team of super teenagers to develop together for many years to come. You know, joined up thinking. He joins the likes of Carney Chukwuemeka, Cesare Cassidy, Amari Hutchison, all the other youths, you know, all these kids that we've been signing to play in the midfield. So let me know what you think of Andre Santos. And that is on the day of the opening of the transfer window. That's 2 done and dusted. But is there more? Well, if you believe David Ornstein, Big Orny, absolutely. Reporting for The Athletic, David Ornstein says Chelsea reach Benoit Kabak transfer agreement with Monaco. So we've made an agreement with Monaco for the defender. The deal for the 21-year-old is worth in the region of £32.8 million. About £33 million, it could be just low. So £33 million for a 21-year-old left-sided, left-footed defender. Chelsea have agreed personal terms with Badiashile on a long-term contract, and his medical is in the process of being scheduled. The Athletic reported on December 24th that Badiashile and Chelsea were Chelsea's leading candidate as they looked to bring in a left-sided centre-back. Of course, in that position, Chelsea have been targeting since the summer. We agreed personal terms with Joshko Gvardiol, but was unable to strike a deal with RB Leipzig for a transfer fee for the 20-year-old. Yeah, him having an insane World Cup didn't do us any favours there. Chelsea have been looking at several other young options for that position, including 23-year-old Evan Ndicka of Eintracht Frankfurt and the 20-year-old Piero Hincapi of Bayer Leverkusen. Badiashiel's potential arrival will help reinforce part of the Chelsea squad suffered after Rudiger and Christensen's both left on free transfers respectively. He would join Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, Trev Chalobah, Wesley Fofana, competing for the centre-back spots, of course, with Reece and Cucurella able to play that position as well, should we play in a back three. But Badiashile is 6'4". He's a 6'4" defender, big boy, who is good on the ball, incredibly fast, who has impressed in France by regularly stealing the ball off opponents without having to go to ground. Shades of N'Golo Kante, but in the centre-back department while being tool fast. Sounds pretty darn good to me, if you are asking me, friends. He also has a lot of experience for someone so young. Of course, he's made 135 appearances for Monaco at just the age of 21. Understandably, people will be like, what does this mean for Levi Colwill? Well, it means the same thing as it meant if should we have bought Guardiola. Like, essentially, you've got two young centre-backs that are left-footed for the long term, and then you've got two right, for example, I'm a believer in Levi Colwill. I think he's very good. I'm not saying he definitely should be the future of Chelsea regardless, but I think that he absolutely deserves a chance. But you could just say, right, well, Thiago Silva is pushing 40, so you can just sort of forget about him for the moment. And Koulibaly, yes, he'll be the senior centre-back, but, if we play back three, you can play in the middle. So you've got two young on the left and two young on the right for the future. Fofana and Chalobah, right-footed, both like 21, 22. I think Trevor's a little bit older. And on the left side, you've got Colwill and, Badiashile now. So, future planning, mate. Still, very, very good, very, very exciting indeed. I'm very pleased to see that Chelsea have got what is seemingly a long-term target. I'm seeing different journalists from across social media talking about this target. Chelsea have been looking at him for a long time and considering him. This is not a panic buy alternative to, not being able to get Joško Gvardiol. This is, we looked at this guy also. He's very impressive. He's played a lot at a high level, despite only being 21. Very, very aggressive, very tall, dominant, and looks like he's built for Premier League football. And he cost 32 million, or 33 million, not 100 million. Sounds pretty good to me, which means you can save up some of them. And by the way, that's done, so that's free, seemingly, already done. 1, 2, 3. But are we about to become 4? Because it means if you save money, you can potentially sign World Cup winner and best young player at the World Cup, Enzo Fernandez. So we're going to jump over to Cy Phillips' website over here now to see what the big man is saying himself. Very close, in quotation marks, Benfica experts. There is total agreement for Star to join Chelsea, which would represent the fourth signing of the January transfer window, which is absolutely incroyable. Chelsea are now getting very close to sealing the deal to sign Benfica's star player, Enzo Fernandez. The Argentinian has had a superb World Cup, helping his nation lift the trophy. Now he's focusing on the next stage of his domestic career, which appears to be heading to the Premier League very soon. Enzo wants to join Chelsea. And Chelsea are now looking to put the final touches on a deal to bring him to Stamford Bridge this month. Of course, we have already reported here on the story that he has said yes to Chelsea Football Club, that he wants to join Chelsea Football Club. So the latest comes from Relevo's reliable reporter Matteo. His reporter Matteo Moretto. What a name. And it's very positive for Chelsea fans. He says Enzo to Chelsea is close. The fee will be very close to 130 million euros. 130 million euros. Benfica have opened the door to the transfer. Bet they already have. They spent 10 million on them and expect the total agreement to be reached in the first week of January. the first week of January. Hey, that's this week. Or basically this week, yeah. Incredible scenes. So that means this could all be concluded this week, and Enzo will be en route to London and the Premier League. Just absolutely sensational. It would need to be done quickly, because we've said before that Benfica would need ample time to replace their star player. I mean, they can't say no to this money, and the fact that the player's saying, yes, I want to go now, please. They probably were like, look, we can get this money for you in the summer. Can you stay and just finish what is seemingly a good campaign? He's like, nah, mate, can I go, please? And they're like, all right, we'll make loads of money on you. So it kind of suits them. But the one condition was that they do this quickly, because they want to replace him, understandably. They're in the midst of a excellent and promising and, a campaign with ample potential to end really, really well, which is just, of course, understandably important for them. They can get a replacement. So, ladies and gentlemen, first day of Jan. David Datro Fofana, Andre Santos, Benoit Kabak, and right on the cusp of Enzo Fernandez. Incredible. How do you feel about this? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Express yourself 2023 vibes. Like and subscribe to show your sweet loving support of the content, should you want to do it. And yeah, man, obviously keep it locked. Make sure you do turn the bell notifications icon on when you subscribe, because this is Football Therapy and this is Chelsea News, and we react quickly. And you want said reactions, right? Give you stats, opinion pieces, facts, and hopefully a few laughs on the way. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Love you all. Happy New Year. See you soon. Peace.